A deed in trust. So what is a deed in trust? So if you buy a house, instead of instead of doing a purchase money loan or a refinance or an assumable loan, you do a deed in trust. So
Hmm.
I'm not sure exactly how it's working. I'm learning about it right now. And now that I'm going on vacation, I'm going to have a ton of time to learn about it. You buy a house that's in default that has like a 2.85 loan on it, APR loan on it, and instead of refinancing it, you just take the deed and put it into a trust, and then the new person takes it over, and
Hmm.
they take over the payments, they take over everything, and it's just I don't know if it's legal. I don't know anything about it. Have you heard about it?
That is so weird, but did you like just go live and didn't even give me a heads up? Like, yo,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, jump.
Didn't you see the countdown?
You didn't even say, hey, 30 seconds, stand up, hook up, shuffle
I
to the door
I
kind of
told you that
thing.
we were going to see a countdown. Did you not see a
Oh,
countdown
no,
coming?
I didn't see the countdown.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
what's
we're
up?
live.
What is up?
Hey,
San Jose live.
welcome,
What do we got?
Luis
Happy
Renteria,
Monday. I drank way
Devil
too much
Dog
coffee.
Extraordinaire.
Drank too much coffee. Hey, you like my shirt?
Yeah,
The smiley face. It's a
it's
Lone
like a
Depot. This is a Lone Depot. This is my work. Isn't that cool? Like we have really cool swag. Wait, what am I doing? It's weird to
you're
look at.
cool.
Anyways, what's up, Vito?
I'm great,
Oh,
man.
I,
I'm
I I think I get chatty when I get nervous, so this is kind of nerve wracking.
so you know that I am in motion to go on vacation, right?
Yeah, I
I don't
heard.
know
Where are
if
you
you knew
going?
that or not, but every day for the last couple of weeks, I've been doing this countdown, and there's 3 days left before I get on a plane and go sailing,
Oh, you got this fantastic trip of a lifetime, huh?
dude. Yeah, and so because you're a Marine and I'm a Marine, the guy that
Right.
talked me into joining the Marine Corps, he's
Right.
my best friend since seventh grade. And, I went to the beach with him. We were walking down the beach and just hanging out, catching up, and talked about this trip he went on last
Were you
year.
guys holding hands?
Yeah, because that's what we do when it gets cold. There's nothing wrong with two men
You
loving
guys
another.
snuggle?
Yeah, I gotta get warm when it's cold, right? And in Carmel, it could get cold, right? Pretty romantic place.
No, I'm sorry. And then,
So he's like, "Yeah, I think they're doing it again this year." I'm like, "Oh man, I'm all over that. I don't know how I'm going to figure it out, and because it's not cheap, but it's a trip of a lifetime. It's 10 nights, 11 days on water, and then 2 days before that, we're flying in, staying at a hotel, and just tearing up the town.
nice. What city?
It's British Virgin Islands, and I don't know what the city is, but we're flying into Beef Island, and then it's some resort cove thing, some little cove, and there's like a bunch of restaurants and bars, and yeah. So,
Nice.
and
Well,
I don't know
congrats,
if you
man.
know, but I don't drink. I mean, I do drink. I just don't drink a lot. The last time I had anything to drink, like that vodka that's in your cup of coffee right there, I had something to drink like around Christmas time, and I just don't think about it. I'm not a big drinker, and I'm a total lightweight, so this is going to be painful.
You'll be fine. It's in your
Yeah,
blood. You had all that
taking
dirty water from the water buffaloes.
prepping up B1 vitamin B to get my stamina going.
So I pulled up some stats, okay? So
Oh, nerd.
apparently, there's only 25. I'm looking at the stats here. 25 houses for sale in all of Santa Clara County. There's 2 million residents. What's going on with that? Why is there only 25 houses for sale?
Well, first of all, that's a bullshit number. I don't know where you heard that. That might be like Willow Glen.
I'm looking at it right here, 25. So how many houses?
380 houses for sale in San Jose total.
Tomato,
Yeah,
tomato. How
right.
much?
And then Santa Clara
What what
County,
what should
there's
be out there?
you need to be about 900 to make it a balanced market. It's not a seller's market or a buyer's market. Just to have a good, healthy, balanced market, you need to be about 800 or 900 houses for sale at any given time. And we're at 380 right now. It's the same thing with the Santa Clara County, you need to be about 2,000 to make it healthy.
2,000 for 2 million. Just think about that. Like, go back. You got 2 million residents, and you have 2,000 houses available for sale. All price points, right? I imagine. So that includes the $8 million homes,
$30 million homes, $60 million homes, all the way down to $600,000 and $500,000 homes. And yes, there are houses for sale that are like $500,000. They're 2-bedroom, 1-bath, less than 1,000 square feet, and they're not in good condition. But every Tuesday I do what you get for $1 million in Santa Clara County, and there's just not a lot of that out there, right? And those houses typically trashed or smaller, right? For $1 million, it's crazy, right? And why? Yeah. Because we have so many people here that are in high tech, that are making a lot of money, and I think in order to afford a median priced house is $1.7 million in Santa Clara County. Mm-hmm. In order to afford that, you have to make like $250,000, $260,000 a year combined income.
Right.
And that's the top 1%.
Yeah, it gets a little spicy for sure.
Right.
But you have very good paying jobs, right? And especially, I mean, the opportunity for veterans are amazing here, because you have a lot of these high-tech companies that provide all these programs for veterans. It's just like they streamline the hiring process, and it's great. So yeah, but how do we get them? I mean, I wish, right? I wish there was more houses so that we can help our fellow veterans, but it's rough. It's rough, but there are ways, as long as we present them correctly.
Right. So
during your what I love about your what is your Facebook posts is REWTFs. Like, those are hilarious. I don't know where you find them, and maybe everybody sends them. Like, I've sent you some, and where they make toilets like in the kitchen and whatnot. That way you can just
toilets running downstream into the kitchen. That's primo, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect, right? Yeah. I mean, it's hilarious.
So just so you know, this is the chart that I use.
Everybody needs to put their BCGs on to read this, because
in case you don't know what that is, they're called birth control glasses. And if you look at these numbers right here, the big mountain was 2008 to 2012. That's when we had the last big toxic asset dump,
crash,
right? And that's what you consider a buyer's market. But that was how many years ago? 10 years ago, right?
14, 15, 16.
Yeah,
16. Damn.
And what I was telling you is, in order to make it a balanced market, you have to have about 2,000 homes for sale. This is for Santa Clara County, right? This is Santa Clara County. You need to have 2,000 homes for sale at any given time. And if you look at that number right there, you're so far below it, it's crazy. And then if you look at the active number of homes for sale versus the months of inventory, the standard definition of a buyer's market is when a house is on, or the market is on sale on average over 6 months. So this dried up pretty quick, and it didn't take 6 months for these numbers to go away, right? 6 months is right here. So if you look at the blue number, we're still at less than a month for Santa Clara County.
There's no inventory.
And it's not just that either. It's also this right here. These are all the 12 counties, including Monterey, San Benito, Santa Cruz. I know that's not really the Bay Area, but it is, because that's where people tend to go to. And the big blue numbers are the U.S. numbers, right? That's the U.S. median months of inventory. And you see,
definitely Santa Clara County is not in line. I mean, nationally, so most of the headlines are national headlines. They're they're based off that blue, but Santa Clara County's it's its own beast,
right? And because we're in the middle of the month, these numbers aren't real. They're extrapolated based on what the value is at that time. So at the end of the month, you'll see those numbers trend downward. So really, these are the numbers right here. And if I could expand that, I don't know. Let me see if I can get that out there bigger to you.
Did
So
you
you can
say
see it.
extrapolated? That's a fancy word for me.
Yeah, dude. You know, some of us went to school, college, and actually learned stuff, right? I became a numbers nerd, and I just dug it. I just can't
That's
stop it.
that's messed up. The reason I can't use that word is because I'm ESL, English as a second language.
Bullshit.
So
Baloney. You're not ESL.
that's messed up. That was
You're smart, dude. But if you look at everything except for this one, thing, which is Napa. Napa's a great, by the way, if you're absolutely starving to get into a decent house, Napa is the place to go. It's about 97% on average from list price to sales price ratio. Houses stay on market a lot longer, and there's more inventory. There's more months of inventory. But there's still, if you look at the actual number of houses that are for sale in Napa right now, it's like zero. There's 20
yeah, it's
houses.
Napa. I mean, people want to live in Napa as well.
Yeah, I mean, if
It's
I
so
had a
nice.
choice, right?
Dude, Napa is beautiful.
Anywho, get out of that. That's kind of boring.
Just a little bit.
Boring.
Hey, I got a lender WTF.
Tell me a WTF.
Hey, did you know that if you are a veteran and you call your war buddy, that's also obviously a veteran, and you say, hey, man, let's put our VA loan entitlement together and buy this 6-unit commercial
What?
building.
Are you, wait,
You can do it.
can it be
Yeah.
8 unit?
6-unit.
6 is
You go
max.
6-unit because the max is 4 units.
Right.
But if you combine the entitlements of 2 veterans, you can get a 6-unit. I'm like 6-unit, a 6-unit,
Red patch.
6-unit apartment complex. And then your buddy and you live in two of the units, and then you can rent the other 4.
The other 4.
Boom.
So you get the income qualification of the 4 units.
Yep.
On top of
The
your
4
income.
units. On top of your income, you live in the units. You got to live in the unit 1 year minimum. You got to. The intent has to be that you're going to live there. You can't just use your VA home loan benefit for investment purposes. But if you live in it for a year, after a year, you're like, okay, peace out. Boom, rent it, set it and forget it.
And there's no income limit. There's no price limit. You have to qualify it based on your income.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's 0 down, by the way. 100% financing. What?
Hey, speaking of 0%, 100% down, technically you have to have closing costs, but then in certain markets, you can ask the seller to credit you concessions for closing costs, right?
Yeah, but concessions, let's talk about that. I mean, how's the buyer's agent going to get paid? If not, I mean, that's what the concessions are going to be for, right? Moving forward with your beautiful, wonderful NARS settlement that's just happening.
Because you're allowed to only offer up to 4% or something like that. Correct me when I'm wrong.
Oh, no. Concessions, it's a complex little formula, but 4% is for the closing costs, but anything other than that is, I mean, there's no limit. You can go 9%, 10%, 12%. It depends on the seller, how much the seller is willing to give. There's 2 different buckets. So I'm not going to go through them because that's kind of boring, and I don't really know exactly. So, but I know that you can switch the fees into different buckets. And I mean, if you're a veteran and you have a car payment and you just want it paid through escrow, you can ask the seller, hey, I need this car paid. It's $10,000. Can you issue a seller credit as the part of the purchase contract and purchase negotiations so that I can pay my car off through escrow?
That'll help me lower my loan to income or debt to income ratio.
And that's allowed. So
wow,
That's
Well,
huge, and a lot of people don't know that.
so I know FHA and Fannie Mac or whatever just started allowing the extra concessions on top of whatever whatever maxes they have because of the decoupling of the commissions. The buyers are now going to be responsible for paying the buyer's agent, but
Mhm.
the way around that is to ask for a concession by the seller.
Yeah.
Right. So if it's $1 million, you're asking for another $25,000 on top of that for buyer's commission, and then 3 or 4% for closing costs, point buy down, paying off cars. So you can get up like 6 or 7%. Again, huh?
Mhm. Well, the buyer's agent compensation does not count towards any of these figures. It's completely separate. So if it's compensation for the buyer, it doesn't factor into that max. That's what Fannie and Freddie Mac did. Now, VA will follow suit, but they're just waiting for the dust to kind of settle because obviously the SNAR ruling, it's still not in place. It's
July, the
yeah.
judge is gonna say yes or no in
I mean,
July.
there's going to be a version of it, right?
Right.
From what I've been reading, there's going to be a version of it, but we don't know what exactly that version is going to look like.
Exactly. So all these TikToks and videos and articles you're reading, they're like, this is what's going to happen, and 100% like this. It's like bullshit. You don't know. You don't know until it's all supposition. It's all
Yeah. I mean, it's good
grandstanding for
clickbait.
clicks. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. You just said it. Cool. All right,
I got
man.
another
Well,
thing I want to show you. There
all
you
right, let's
go.
go.
There's a
Damn, that's what I'm talking about. I love these.
REWTF.
So is that like a American bidet?
I have no idea. That's like a one-room bathroom. I mean, the good thing about this though is you don't need a shower curtain, right? You just need a squeegee, so you don't slip off when
Well,
you take it.
well, hold on. So you know how there's the bidets. Hey, did you? Yeah. Fun fact. In the
They're the bomb,
Filipino
dude.
community, there's something called a tabo. Okay, a tabo is a little cup, so that you put it in. It's always by the toilet in Filipino households, and you basically fill it up with water, and then you kind of do a bidet like down your back to help you clean yourself down there.
Yeah,
You know, it's
I got
pretty
to tell
cool.
you that I am a 100% convert on the bidet, and I know it sounds weird. Once you get past it, you're like, holy cow, it's so much cleaner. It's so much more refreshing. And so I'm like a little wiener
Yeah,
when it comes to
you
that
like
now.
that? You like
Yeah.
that? So what about the shower? Like, go no, wait, that shit's hilarious. I mean, that thing's hilarious. So here you got a frontal bidet, right? Where you
Huh.
finish up and then you
I
shower
mean,
while you
shit, shower and shave all in one shot,
shit, shower and shave. Okay,
right?
so you're showering. I mean, that's a full service bidet, right?
I
Like
guess.
you're
I
there,
mean,
it kind of goes down your back, on your front. It's all there.
it's kind of
This
gross, but
this
it's
is what I'm
not
talking
because
about.
you know what? We all do it, right?
Yeah, but why
And
is it gross? This is fabulous.
yeah, I mean, imagine just if there was like a little drain somewhere, like right here,
Hmm?
that would be like the bomb. That would be everything you need.
I think there I I'm sure there is a drain somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to. But
At
that's
least,
imagine
oh yeah,
that.
look at that one.
What is that?
And it's a big cross. It's just like a condo, and there's your little support structure right there.
For what? Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That is a load bearing beam.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Dang.
There's some good plumbing right there. So yeah, I
Wow.
mean, if you're ever interested in looking at these, just type in hashtag REWTF, and I have years of it. Here's George the Jungle's kitchen. George of the Jungle. Oh, look at that. That's some.
That was
That's
my
what you get
favorite.
when you buy a
Hey,
house in Austin. That's what you get, right?
hey, get a home inspection. This right here is the reason you should get a home inspection. Right there.
And I can tell you from experience that those reps that you walk when you walk into a new home buyer uh, complex and you're buying it, those reps do not represent you. They represent the seller. They do not give a flying crap about you. Their
I know.
job is to get you into that house. And if you don't have a buyer's agent representing you on stuff like this, protecting you, the last one I did, they strong armed me and pushed me away. And I kept on insisting and insisting, making sure we got a third party inspector to look at their house, because this kind of stuff happens all the time. And think about it though, right? So you have a developer, right? That's the top guy. He's got investors coming in. His job is to maximize the profit for his investors. And he's hiring architects, project managers, and subcontractors. And each one of those are getting punched down to the ground saying, I need more profit. You got to do it less. You got to do it less. So they bring in the cheapest guys to do crap like that. And they get away with it because most home buyers don't understand the process. They don't understand construction. They don't understand anything about buying a house. Oh, I can just do it myself. It's so easy. No, it's not, because there's way more to it than just signing some papers.
Right. They're expecting that the builder to do right, and they don't.
Yep.
That's not always the case.
Yeah. Because then even with contractors, you get crap like this.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. That's some
Cool,
fancy living right there.
Vito, this
All right.
has been hella fun. Did I
Yeah,
say
dude.
hella fun? You know I'm in California if I say hella.
Hella. That's like a California thing, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't say it in
It's hella
BVI.
cool.
All right, dude. You have a good time. Thanks for jumping on. I will see you out there.
Have a fabulous vacation.
Right on, dude. We'll see
All
you.
right. Peace out.